Hi everyone, welcome back to What the Health. You will notice that this video is actually going live on a Monday. I have changed up my blogging and vlogging schedule across all of my platforms, and I decided that Monday was probably the best time to post here on What the Health, because for me, I know that if I was watching a health and fitness related video, Monday's the day when I feel like I need the extra boost of motivation, and I just feel like I would want to watch a video that was about the things that I aim to do for the week a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So this video is my first Monday video, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of the new schedule. I also have this idea. I know a lot of you really enjoy the What I Ate Today posts, and I was wondering whether you'd like me to do those sort of fortnightly. So in between each What I Ate Today post, there'd be a chatty video or something similar. So please let me know what you think about that, whether that's too frequent for you, whether it's not frequent enough. I'd love your feedback. But today we're going to talk about getting back on the wagon after falling off quite dramatically in terms of health and fitness, because for the last few months, I know I've touched on this in a few other videos, but I really have totally fallen off the wagon. I'm back on though, so I've kind of come through the other side, and I just wanted to chat about my experiences with that. You know, not in huge gory detail, but there was a sort of a point that I'll talk to you about when I realised that this needed to happen. So long story short, for the last sort of 5 months I've been very busy. That really busy schedule meant that my health and fitness side of things just totally fell by the wayside. I was hardly working out. My food was like what I could grab when I could grab it, regardless of how nutritious it was. It was like quick energy, and that's all I really cared about. Now for the first couple of months of doing that, I was running on adrenaline. I was probably lost weight. I wasn't putting weight on, but I wasn't healthy. And then as things sort of stabilized a little bit, it got to the point where actually I felt very unhealthy and very stodgy and not that great, and I wanted to be able to turn it around, but it was just the time factor, which was really tough. Now my schedule wound down slightly about 3 weeks ago, and as soon as it wound down, I got really sick. I had laryngitis. I couldn't do anything. I felt useless. So I, again, didn't really work out during that time, because it was probably not a great idea being ill. And also, I felt like, I'm also sick at the moment. That's another story. I also felt like I couldn't really cook food for Tiz and I, because I was like really ill everywhere and I didn't want to infect all the surfaces. So we ended up eating out loads and getting food in. So that wasn't great. So bring that up to date of when we went on holiday to Rome. Now, a lot of usually before a holiday, I do sort of ramp up the old exercise and fitness. I want to feel as good as possible when I go away on holiday. I didn't do that this time because I was ill beforehand. By and large, I didn't think too much about it until one night when I asked Tiz to take some photos of me. I was wearing this little play suit. I was feeling pretty good actually. I looked back at the photos and oh my goodness, I didn't even recognise myself. My body had no definition. Like my legs used to have this like little cut down the side, like my arms were a little bit more sculpted, and there was none of it. And I thought, the reason I got a bit upset about it, and I know that sounds ridiculous and there are far more important things to worry about in the world, but the reason it upset me is because I thought, where on earth has all that hard work gone? I just remembered all the literal sweat and tears, and hopefully not a lot of blood, but you know, every now and again you just hit yourself with a dumbbell by accident. And I was like, where's it all gone? What was the point of all of the hard work I've done over the last few years? And I was just a bit gutted really. Sorry if my face is luminous, the sun's being ridiculous as usual. And so I was pretty upset about it, and I thought my body is probably nowhere near as nourished as it used to be. What was the point in learning everything I learned and all the research and all the time and effort? And I was just annoyed at myself, and it really spurred me on to think as soon as I got home from Rome, and literally it was the day we got home, maybe the day after. We were very tired on that day. We had Nando's. Lots of halloumi. But the day after, as soon as I woke up in the morning, fruit, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, everything, flaxseed, wheatgrass powder, I was on it. And that was Saturday. It's now, I'm filming this on Wednesday. I know it's going up on Monday, but you know, schedules. But I was like, I've been back on it for a few days and I feel so good, but I know that if I didn't have that tipping point where I saw something and I was like shocked into action, I know that I wouldn't have got back on this wagon and I would have continued eating loads of cheese, processed food, not exercising, just becoming more and more unhealthy by the day. And I know everybody's different, but for me that is not what makes me happy. I feel so much happier, even though I have a cold right now, which is so annoying. It's like Rome, when I was on holiday, was fine. Either side has just been ugh. But anyway, regardless, I'm hoping to get better, back to the point where I was so nourished and I had so many vitamins going on in my system that I've hardly ever got sick. I want to go back to that point. So long story short, I had that turning point moment, and I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you think there has to be that turning point moment where you think, this is what's going to prompt me to go forward now? I don't know. I would love to know what you think. But that's what got me back on the health and fitness wagon. I'm so excited to carry on making these videos because I feel that like that fire about everything that I felt when I started doing this channel that fell away when I was so busy and stressed. So thank you for listening to my little experience there. I will be keeping you updated, of course, but feel free to share yours in the comments below. I love to read them and respond to you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next Monday with a What I Ate Today video. Bye for now.